Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to I need to go turn on a damn light. Let's go hit the light switch. Alright, I got that dang light switch. I'm gonna close the blinds. Yesterday was an okay shit, but actually wasn't that bad. Oh, shiza. Crap! Marvin got fucked. That kind of sucked a little bit for Marvin. Bad things happened to Marvin with the deal and the stuff, and it went very unwell for them. There we fucking go. Bad things happened to Marvin, but most people were kind of chill with it. Marvin got the goo, and then the swarm was like, I'm going to make this door so weak that if I attack it again, it breaks. And it's just, it made his time so miserable, man. Marvin was not having it that day. But it's good to see that Mystica and Banders, LB, myself, and Dargard got everything, apparently. So congratulations to those 4 other people for nailing it. And then we have some people that took damage from the radiation and damage from the goo. And the Marvin is all the way back here because of the damage sustained from the goo and placement and blah blah blah. And it was bad. They only took damage from goo, so it wasn't as bad. But they couldn't get this scrap in the generator room and the other scrap. There was one more scrap in the room with the open door, and yeah, it just no work. They did use reroute immediately, but the goo made it ungood, and so did the swarm. That also made that ungood. Duskers needs to be recording. There we are. Duskers is now recording. And once again, I would like to apologize for the rain in Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? Like, should not be raining, you know? Oh my god, the lag. Should not be raining right now, but it is. So I'm just going to mute that as we go AFK for the thing. So let's see what today has. Today looked like it's going to have a relatively low score. We're not going to have a lot of stuff, depending on the drone health. Oh, we're going to have, like, no scrap today. Holy shit. We're going to have, like, no scrap. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, today we have reroute power and transport as only ship upgrades. Well, that's okay. Reroute is nice. Especially on a government. We have Stacks with 110 health. We have Creature with 110 health. We have got Smog with 70 health. That gives us a total of 10 points above, or 10 points below average drone health. We are on a government bay with 3 infestations. The hull integrity is poor with an age of 374, hazardous, and a scrap capacity of 31. We're doing things today with the stealth, so stealth it is and stealth it shall be. This shouldn't be too bad. We're going to check airlocks. We have a 4. So we should be able to go ahead and, well, I mean, I don't have to do that. I can just type begin, and we will go ahead and get started, and hopefully we don't have the thing, and there's probably the only scrap we're ever going to care about. Alright. There's a A2. This is not powered. Okay. Big room. Sentry. Hello, Mr. Sentry. You have Sentry. Door 13 is being attacked, but that is not what I wanted to see. What? Oh. Oh, there's nothing I can do about that. At least right now. Okay. So, there is going to be Swarm in there. Sentry is one of them. And Swarm is the other. Not what I wanted to see. They're going to break that door. They will go into R3 at the least. So, that is good, I believe. Depending on where the sentry goes, because that sentry is going to be a little bit of a problemio. Door 7. Why don't we get that sentry into R3, actually? I'll get that sentry over here. Move that sentry out. There we are. We'll keep that sentry over here. 3. Oh, God. Get back. Do we have vents, though? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Who? R5 is gonna get blasted. That's the room with the open door. Of course, it's the room that's gonna get blasted into pieces. Why wouldn't it be? R2, R4. Alright. We can put the swarm in R4. I can put the sentry in R4 and put the swarm in R3. We're gonna check this room. Oh. This is a small ship here. Oh. Leaper, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. What do I do about Mr. Swarm there? Is the question that we are having at the moment. R4 is probably gonna have a transporter signal. So, yeah. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna move sentry in here. We're gonna get sentry over here. Door 10. Come on, Mr. Sentry. I know you want to go in here, please. Thank you. Oh, there's the thing. Hey, there's the sentry. Alright. Who? Yeah, R4 had transporter. Of course, R4 had transporter. R2, R3, door 7. We are going to put that swarm into fucking space. Because fuck you, Mr. Swarm. That is why. Alright. Goodbye. Let's get off the ship due to the goo timer. We still have a couple minutes left. I don't know where the vent is. What can I do about that? Depending on what powers. I have to go check R5 and see if there is what we would like to call a vent. I mean, to be honest, there's a vent there. There has to be a vent there. There must be a vent. Oh, we don't have to worry about goo. Oh. We don't have to worry about goo, so that's a good. That is good. The bad thing is that it's all moving, so. Yeah, it's clear. Alright, what do we got? Who has the vent, and is there a swarm? The vent itself is down here. Oh, the vent itself is in with the leaper. Well, I can definitely work with that. I can work with that. Oh, sentry. I have to kill sentry too. Fuck me. I have to kill sentry. I don't like... I'm gonna verify that it's not in this room. Did I check all corners? I checked all corners. So it is in the room with the dang leaper. Okay. So how do we want to play this Badoohicker? There is not a lot we can do with Mr. Leaper there. Not going to be... Oh, that's actually a much better power network right there. Okay. So, Having door 13 broken sucks. What do we want to do about this? We'll do that. We'll move you. Excellent. And the other thing I'm worried about is swarm, if the swarm spawns. So yeah, this is not too ideal at all. How do I do this, Medu Hicker? This is actually really not that excellent. I can put you in R2. You know what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put you in R2. Door 9. Please go over there. I bet you moved. Did you move? You have moved. Okay. Good enough. What have we got in this room? Nothing, nothing, nothing. Good. So the vent is over here, but you still have to kill Sentry. Our 5 is going to get blasted shortly. That's the only problem. Here comes Mr. Leaper. Doing good old Leaper things, you know what I'm saying? Door 10. Okay. Leaper is now gone. That's very risky. Okay. We no longer care about our 6. I have to radiate Sentry. 5. R4. R2. Good enough. We gotta go. Not what I want, but I don't think there's anything I can do about this. If it gets hit, this is, I mean, either way I'm gonna lose the Sentry. There's not much I could have done regardless, unfortunately. There's nothing I can do about this, because I need to put the Sentry in the room to blast it, but I'm not sure how I'm going to make that work. I'm just gonna have to hope that it doesn't get hit. It's Octave 4. Because we're gonna hope that it doesn't get hit. If it does get hit, this is actually quite bad placement for the Sentry. I could have probably put the Sentry back in R4, so I would have had R2 to work with. But there's also the option that transport to room 2 might power. Or transporting to room 2 might help me, but yeah, no, sure. That's game for the Sentry. Even by my standards, that's game for the Sentry. There is a total of nothing I can do about this, I think. Yeah, so if I put the Sentry in R4, everything probably would have been fine. No, even then, I wouldn't have been able to radiate the Sentry. Door 12 broke, door 11 broke. So I can't get the vacuum to R6, or I can't get the radiation to R6 and radiate R4. And losing R7 is not that great either. Nothing I can do about any of that. Yep, that's gonna be it for me. Way too slow. 70, the Sentry dropped 1 Scrapola, it looks like. So, Congratulations to Mystique and LB for actually doing that with only 1 tick radiation damage. Not sure how you did that with 1 tick, but sure, we'll see in their video. For me, things did not go as well. I'm checking my chair. My chair is creaky. Anyway, just checking the thing. Yeah, they did it in about 5 minutes, so they didn't have to worry about the asteroid collision. I'm still not sure how to properly irradiate the Sentry, right? Because it takes so much of the... How do you put it in the room and then line it up so that it wanders in the room to get radiated? This is what I'm trying to say. I had to get the stuff off the ship first. Even then, that vent did not spawn. That vent happened later. That vent happens pretty much near the end of the 10-minute mark. Which I think is kind of impressive. That it would happen that late. So, we'll see if other people manage to radiate it. We got plenty of airlocks to do it. It's just that R5 getting busted sucks. Quite a bit. Since that was the generator that had all the power that we cared about. All of the power that we cared about. R2 wasn't very great. Yeah, even then, even if I moved the Sentry, what could I have done? The Sentry would have moved continuously, or at least attempted to move continuously. What I could have done at that point, since I had the room with the thing, is I could have moved the Sentry into the room with the swarm, and then moved the radiator to the room, and then moved them all into the room with the radiation. But I'd still be taking radiation at that point, right? I'd be taking full radiation at that point. Because that would take way more time to set up. That would take way more time to set up than I would like. And if the Sentry doesn't move to me, then I risk radiating the room the only room that I'm checking from. That's much harder than I would have liked. Looks like M-Banders, however, did kill the Sentry, but they took quite a bit more damage. That's probably where I would be about if I radiated the Sentry with M-Bander's score. So that was a little disappointing. Didn't take any damage, but couldn't kill the Sentry. At least, not reliably kill the Sentry. Not a fantastic mission, but not a brutal one either. So that will be it for today. Cheers, everyone.